Hey, we always live Elvis.
Memphis Mafia Kid
And Teresa.
Invisible Teresa.
I got my jammies on.
Got my jammies on, ain't got makeup on. I got my jammies on too, but
from the waist down.
She says, well, it's different for me.
It is. It is.
Hey, I hope everybody is staying warm, doing good. And we're going to start out before we get into the questions today. I got a couple birthdays. Maryland Pearson. I'm sorry, Marlene Pearson. I can't read good. Lorraine Wilding. And a 10-year-old little fella named Thor. Happy birthday.
I like that name, Thor.
Yeah, that is a cool name.
It's a very strong
Very
name.
cool name. Y'all, it's been a weekend, I guess you could say. So
We got a lot of snow.
yeah,
Didn't we?
just we did get it about 5 inches. For those of you who may not have seen Teresa's pictures that she posted, but it was beautiful. Really nice. Starting to melt away today, but hey,
It's all frozen.
we got it and got to enjoy watching it. About 7 o'clock in the morning, which I'm usually not up, but Teresa come woke me up.
Well, I wanted you to see it.
And
it
was big flakes. It was really
beautiful.
It was worth getting up for a little while and then went back to bed and got warm.
Yeah.
Hey, let's get into those questions.
Okay, this first one is from Swiss Miss. Did Lisa stay up all night and sleep in the day like her daddy?
Excuse me, y'all. Sometimes, once in a while, she might stay up, all night and sleep later in the day. Most of the time it was late night. I mean, Lisa, was wound up. She never really wanted to go to bed, but then she would wind down. 9 years old, and Aunt Delta chasing her and finally pinning her down. She would go sleep. She usually always got up before we would. And that's what I had said in a lot of the past videos. And, you could hear the golf cart going around the trailer in the morning and her popping on the window and hollering ugly stuff to us. But
Get your lazy butts up.
the majority of the time, she went to bed, I won't say at a decent hour, but she wasn't up all night, all night long completely. Late, many, many nights.
Okay, from Mark Flum. Do you have a record collection of Elvis?
I do and I don't.
That's confusing.
Well, I got some records, my records, nothing, fancy, just records and CDs and stuff, that I bought or was given to me. But Dad had told me a while back, he does. He has a really, really old record collection, and it's mostly Elvis, but some others. But he also has a whole set of Elvis's albums that has never been opened, that Uncle Vernon gave him in the 70s, 78, I think, somewhere around there, and that the Colonel had, and like I said, they've never been opened, so that'll be my collection.
One day. Hopefully far in the future.
Yes, but hey, you know what? It's safe right where it's at, so I hope it stays there a long, long time.
Yes. Okay, April Diaz wants to know if you guys swam in the pool a lot.
We did. We really did. Thinking, in a week's time, there might have been a day that we didn't swim, but maybe once. But we would usually ride a little bit, start out the morning and then do some morning swimming, ride, do other things, the golf carts, do other things, go back, swim, 1 or 2 o'clock in the afternoon. And then, we would swim at night, and go out, then, and get out and go out, to the racquetball court and goof around and that crazy. But yeah, we swim. I'm going to say at least twice a day, almost every day of the week in the summertime. It's just something that we love. And Teresa will tell you, I still love it today.
Yeah.
I can, whenever I get up, I eat a little bite, and I love just to go out and just lay in the pool. Yeah,
All day.
all day.
I like the pool, but I don't like when the sun's beating down on it.
She's a vampire.
The sun is not your friend.
She's a vampire.
Okay, T Hall 8095. Did you see a big change in Vernon after Elvis passed?
Oh God, yes. And that's another one of those, I guess, hit you emotional feelings. It was sad. Uncle Vernon had problems and was sick, but when Elvis left, I'm just gonna come right out and say, my opinion, what I felt. I think that was the end for him. And it wasn't but year and a half, 2 years. 79. He in June he passed away. But he just went to be honest, yes. And I think most of all y'all know that. I mean, you wasn't there to see him. I did. He went downhill. He just to be honest, when I'd go visit and pick up Roy or meet Roy to go out, and they were staying in the apartment there at Graceland. It was like the fire was just put out in him, just to be honest.
All right, Eddie Button. Did Elvis get out in the snow?
He did. We all did, but there's
Snowmobile.
he loved the snow, yeah, and his snowmobiles. And I know one year we got enough a little bit to ride it. His snowmobiles was equipped with the ski. I don't know if you call them the blades or the skis, and then also they changed it over to wheels, and it had a belt that you could run it in on land in grass, which we did both. But yeah, he liked the snow and the cold weather. I know one year in the late '60s we got a big snow. I was just a little boy down on the ranch, and that was really beautiful, and we all enjoyed that.
Okay. Kai Yivke or Vivre.
Yeah.
Okay. Did the Colonel talk in his original accent?
I don't. English, y'all. As we said, dear, when that movie come out and we did our thoughts on it, I never heard Colonel talk with an accent ever. And the way they portrayed it, it kind of blew my mind. And I asked Daddy about it, and he said he didn't either. And then. I'm sure, like I said, all the guys said that. And I mean, he might have around some of them a little bit, but
was it noticeable?
No, not like. I mean, it was English. I mean,
yeah.
And y'all heard some of the interviews with him, and did it sound like they had him portray the way he sounded in the movie? No.
Yeah.
No.
Okay, Laurel Shepherd.
Y'all excuse me, real quick. Teresa, I'm sorry, y'all. I don't know. We've been seeing on TV all kinds of stuff going on with fog and this and that. We ain't had any, but I don't know. I cannot shake this coughing spell and getting real cold. It seems like it gets better and it's gone a day or two, and then at night, Teresa tell you it just comes right back. So we're gonna get through it.
We'll have to pop you up on some better medication. Okay. Laurel Shepherd, do you know something about your dad seeing water coming out of the chandelier?
Yes, I do. As a matter of fact, if you hadn't seen that video, go on EFM and watch it. It's a great one. I won't spoil it for anybody, but I'll just kind of give you an idea of what they're talking about. Daddy had walked in the big chandelier there in the front door when you go in. he said was just pouring water. He said it looked beautiful. It looked like water just, it was coming off of it like it was made like that. But he's like, what the hell? There was water on the floor. No. So he ran upstairs to find out what was going on. And Elvis's toilet would stay running. And he had called and told them to fix it. And from what I understand, apparently they didn't get it fixed in time. And like he told Daddy, he fixed the SOB. He shot it. So there you go.
Debbie Durlick, how does Lany spell her name?
Lany spells her name Laney. I was just sitting there
It
making
depends
sure
on what her name is for the day.
Huh?
I mean, when she's with us, she's always got a different name.
Yeah. But I was thinking
like a couple
about
years
that,
ago, it was like the creature in the basement. That was what she wanted to be called.
Yeah.
There was several more, but
she has an, I don't know if you call it imagination, but
she has a very big imagination.
But that's how you spell it. And the reason I paused there for a minute because I was thinking to myself, did I spell it right?
Yes.
Because I've seen y'all, and it doesn't matter. She reads the comments, and she knows when she sees it. But I've seen a lot of y'all put like an I and an A in there, and
yeah. Well, that's like with my name. A lot of put an H in there, and it doesn't have an H, but I can still read the name. Okay, Joanne Maloney. Is it true Elvis was buried with his TCB ring?
No, that's not true at all, and we all know that. That's another, and I don't know where that story come from, but I heard that a pretty good time ago that the TCB ring that they have now is a fake and a phony, that he was buried with the real one, and that's not true at all.
Okay.
The one they have is the ring.
Okay. Last question from Tater Rogers. Did Elvis play cards?
He liked to, in the early years, he liked to play, cards. I mean, he would play. Later years, not really, but as y'all heard in a lot of my dad's stories and stuff, they loved it. Men and women, they played cards on tour, on the plane, constantly. But as far as, like I said, Elvis, he did, he just didn't care that much about cards in the later years. He had too much other stuff clicking in his mind. That's all those questions that you got, y'all. We have we've had numerous questions come in about what we thought about the birthday celebration for Elvis, and the reason family wasn't there. And y'all, all I can say is this is the way I feel about it. It's a great thing that people come from all over the world to still celebrate Elvis's birthday, and I think we always will. Things are tough and rough.
Yeah, go ahead. You're fine.
What are you doing?
I forgot to put Do Not Disturb, so I keep getting these messages are flashing on the screen.
You made a move. Anyway, I lost my train of thought, and I'm sorry, but let me say this. Back, a lot of y'all remember when President Trump gave the medal award to Elvis, and none of the family was there to receive it when they could have been. I thought that really sucked, and I stated my comments on that, so y'all all know how I feel about that. Now, this situation, we're watching every day and keep watching, and it just seems to keep getting worse. I know y'all are probably watching the fires. And, I don't know that, Riley, Priscilla, I don't know if any of them, was affected by it. And that was the reason, maybe that they couldn't show up. And if so, that to me is very understandable. But if not, and they just didn't. Once again, you know, I feel bad about that because I don't think that's right. But you know, you have to look at the situation these days and times, and I want to think that you know, they had some bad thing. I won't say bad. How do you word it? Maybe some serious things going on.
Yeah.
With the fire.
That they had to cancel.
Excuse me, y'all. I'm so sorry.
But we don't know.
But like I said, we don't know. Now, as far as you know, the celebration, from what I've seen on TV, it was nice. You know, and I think everybody, you know, the comments and all we were seeing, everybody had a good time. You know, Tupelo, Teresa posted they put a big cake out. I think they had something.
I put a picture of it at the end of the last video.
Yeah, I think they had something at the birthplace. But y'all understand. I think y'all all know. We don't go to Graceland. We've never been invited per se. Don't have to be, but you know, it's better that we do our thing. And we enjoyed that a lot better. Like I said, you know, we was with Mom and Daddy on the 8th for Elvis's birthday, and of course the night before, and then you know, we talked and had our family time, and that's what's special, you know, to us. But you know, like I said, on the other, y'all, you know, I'm not gonna pound on somebody when there's a lot of things going on, and I want to think that there was a serious reason, or Riley or the twins or somebody, you know, in the family would have been there. That's just my thoughts. Y'all, hey, we appreciate each and every one of y'all. Hope y'all have enjoyed the video. You quit being goofy over there. I'm gonna have to tune her. Yeah, y'all, we won't get into that. Y'all have a good rest of the weekend. We'll have you another video out at least by the first part of the week. If you hadn't subscribed, tell your friends. Let's get them subscribers up, and let's keep this thing going, because I am really hyped up. Love each and every one of y'all, and remember, we always live Elvis.